Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today to explore our LLM-based question answering product Square. Today, we'll be specifically talking about how to optimize a franchisee with AI. To kick things off, let me introduce myself. I am Jagriti Pandey. I'm a senior product manager at Cognistx and been working on Square for past 3 years now. So let's get started with a little introduction about our company, Cognistx, which was founded back in 2015 with the roots at Carnegie Mellon and expertise in computer vision, natural language processing, and predictive analytics. We are very proud of to issued patents and our ongoing growth. So with that, our agenda for today will be that we are going to talk about the use case and challenges around the franchisee industry, the goals that we have in mind, and to lay out why we are doing what we are doing. We'll also be talking about the product features and the demo of the product. And then we'll have our data scientists talk about customization and integration of the product. And before we open the platform for question answering, we'll be talking about pricing, licensing, and the free trial option. All right, let's get started. So for the use cases and challenges, we have specifically highlighted four key use case. The first one being the abundance of documents that makes it so difficult to find the specific information quickly. Hypothetically, imagine if I want to launch a new campaign, I would have to go through various documents, maybe some videos, links, URLs to kind of find the correct marketing guidelines for me. All this time could have been used in much more productive tasks, and let Square find this information for you in within seconds. And then on the same front, we have the time consuming training process where the new employees have to go through the training process and make sure to kind of adapt to the new environment and work at the capacity that they would like to. In this whole process, even the trainers get much stress to kind of make sure that they are doing justice with the new employee. And Square has the capacity to streamline the whole training process by making the data easily accessible to new employees over the phone or any devices that they would want to ask natural language question and look for any information that they're looking for. Obviously, we believe that the safety procedures are also something that should be readily available to prevent any accidents. And the struggle of accessing the financial data from multiple branches can also be streamlined using Square. So now that we have established that we are looking for use cases that are around information, the loads of information, time consuming process, the goals that we have in mind is obviously the first one being the time saving perspective. Like one of the most immediate and quantifiable benefits that our solution provide is saving time. And then obviously, apart from time saving, it kind of helps you in reduce the cost. And we want to target that streamlining the whole training process would lower the cost of traditional training process, like cost for travel, training materials, and things like that. Square also targets to mitigate the compliance cost and risks around errors that can be happening around standardized documents or operational mistakes. With that, now that we have our goals in place, that we want to save time, reduce the training cost, lower the compliance cost, and minimize the errors, and make much more and bring in much more standardization in the franchisee, we want to go ahead and see what all features do we have in our product. So the idea is to provide accurate and the most efficient search results so that you have the precise answers on the fingertips. It obviously helps you to reduce the search time and the effort that one can take to kind of look for information. The best part is that with every response, you will have the source verification, which means that you will have a source document attached to kind of verify why you're looking at this response right now and from where it is coming. Obviously, in today's world, just searching on text doesn't help. Square provides you multimedia content search capacity where you can look for information from audio, video, or any other text document. The most beautiful part is that if the answer lies in 30th minute of the video, it will take you to the exact key moment where the answer lies and let you watch from there. So you don't have to go through the hour-long video to look for the exact information that you were looking for. Apart from this, obviously, we have made the onboarding pretty easy. Either you can just upload the documents at once from the backend, or just go ahead and easily upload the document from our upload document section. And now I'll have our data scientist, Justin, talk a little about human-centric and ethical application.
With regards to the human-centric component of the application, we recognize that it's really important that your answers are correct whenever you search in this way. And what we don't want to do is just replace any of the humans that are doing these jobs with artificial intelligence. We think it's really important that there's a human in the loop to actually verify that these answers are correct. And so regardless of whether you're using our extractive search or our generative search, you'll be able to see the context that surrounds the answer and get an idea of how likely the AI thinks that that is the correct answer, so that you can easily and very quickly verify that the answers that it's returning are correct, even for really long documents that might have thousands of pages.
Thanks, Justin. So with that, let's dive into demo. So this is our platform Square, basically, and let me take first of all to the section where we can upload documents easily. Basically, right now what you're seeing is the documents that we have uploaded for today's demo. We have some public data set basically from the franchisee industry. So you can see we have some Pizza Hut training manual, we have something around Chick-fil-A, we have McDonald's new employee training document, and we have some operations from Teriyaki Madness. So for uploading a document, you can just go ahead and upload a new search file by uploading a zip folder over here. So it's that easy, basically. To get started with the search, let me first start with, maybe Pizza Hut training manual, where I'm a new employee in this franchisee, and I want to see if, maybe someone has come to me with a complaint, and I want to ask Square that, hey, someone is here with a complaint, what should I do? So the new employee sees, oh, you should be extremely polite when you're talking to the complaining customer. Make sure to write down any note that will pertain to the opener, such as the customer complaints that are in need of attention. Now you see, this is the exact answer that the employee would see, and that's when they are in hurry and there is a customer standing. Obviously, to know more about it, there's a source link where you can go and directly access the document and read much more. Like, after the customer goes away, this new employee can actually go and read it better to kind of be absolutely ready for the next time. So it kind of takes you to the exact page where all the all the information about what to do when a complaint is basically up there for you comes across. With the source link, you also get the page number. You have the capacity to tell this answer is right or it didn't help you a lot. You can have thumbs down. So yeah, this is one of the questions. Let's think about some other question, like maybe I would say this is one of my favorite questions. Basically, like if there is a prospect franchisor who is looking through all the documents that you have around what kind of an initial investment is required and what do I make by getting into this franchisee segment, and I just want to be taken to maybe a page or maybe a link, video, whatever, which tells me exactly what is the initial investment that is generally required for this franchisee and what do I make. So you see there's a lot written over there, like total initial investment is this, the franchisee fee varies depending on the number of shops. Let's go to the source document and see much more, like what is this exactly. So see, this is a presentation which takes, let's talk about money. Initial investment ranges from here to here. What can I make? Okay, this is the average that a person would make, basically. So you see, this is that impactful. It takes you to the exact page where the correct information lies within seconds. So that is what we wanted to point out today in the Square platform, that whatever information you're looking for, just write it in a natural language question format, and it takes you to the exact information that is there in your documents. So with that, I will get back to the presentation mode. And here I would like our data scientist, Igor, talk about the customization and integration features. Igor?
So what we acknowledge is that companies have different requirements, at least slightly different. And we really want Square to be optimal. We want Square to save time and just optimize the workforce. So because of this, we are open to customizations. And that can start with us doing integrations with someone's content management system so that all of the documents are automatically synchronized. They are always the most recent version, and there is no need to actually upload something manually or make sure that you upload the latest version once it's released. It all will be synchronized automatically. We can also do something like role-based access so that potentially directors, management, and general staff, they all will have access only to the documents that they need to see. So it will make the process much more streamlined, and this is another option that we have. We are not even stopping there with those integrations. We can do customizations in terms of adaptation and tuning of the models themselves or the architecture. So, for instance, we have an option to show the condensed and precise answer, or we also have an option of showing a lot of details. So if someone is looking for information like at which temperature should I cook a specific food, they probably really want one specific answer. But if someone is using Square to help them review financial documentations, it's much more likely that that person would want to have an option to turn on a view that would show a lot of details so that they can gain a lot of insights into those documents without reading hundreds or thousands of pages just with the help of an extra button in Square. And it is worth noting that all of those are optional. Square is usable as out-of-the-box tool. It just has this option of customizability that can be used to make it just a better fit for a specific company. Thank you.
Thanks, Igor. As we mentioned before, we head to open the platform for any questions that you might have. I would like to briefly touch around the pricing and licensing. So obviously the range of our subscription lies from $500 a month to $3,000. We also have a customized way, because sometimes we know that the features and the way the user would want to use the application might be different. Your Square is available to integrate with your internal tools. You can also use Square in a chatbot format so that you can have a conversation instead of just asking one question at a time. So for any customized application and a feed and 15 days of free trial option, please reach out to us. Here is the contact information. Cody, our business development executive. Here is the email, cody@cognistx.com, and the phone number is 412-450-0797. You can reach out to him anytime to take this further and discuss with us if you want to set up a free trial for you. All right. With that, I thank everyone to sticking till now and listening to the entire webinar to kind of let us tell you how Square basically works. Thank you so much.